Alright folks, and just giving you a little road footage. I've had several comments from the last batch of videos that a lot of you folks like road footage. Retired drivers and whatnot. So here's some pretty scenery for you. Some mountains off in the distance. I think we're about to cross over from North Carolina into Virginia. Still on 77 North. I got a way station coming up here. But I was just giving you a look at beautiful scenery. Alright, more later. Hey, we're going through the Big Walker Tunnel in Virginia. Sorry I wasn't prepared to get the entry of the tunnel. Didn't realize it was upcoming. Not something you see every day. Been doing some road work around here. There was a sign back there that says do not stop on bridge. So I'm assuming there's a bridge after we get out of this tunnel. Lots of hills. I tell you, I normally, when I'm loaded, I'm normally getting, 7 to 7.2 miles a gallon, but through all these mountains, I'm getting like 6.1. Works the truck a lot harder when you're traveling through these hills. It's pretty scenery though. So we're on 77 North in Virginia. About 10 till 4 in the afternoon. Just giving you some more road footage. Alright guys, more later. Alright folks, here's another tunnel for you. East River Mountain Tunnel. Very hilly through here. We're going to be crossing from Virginia into West Virginia shortly. The next few miles. But let's go through the tunnel together. Again, it's not something you do every day unless you live around here. Talked to my buddy Robert a little while ago, and he's taken his old truck to Denver, Colorado, to leave it at a dealership there that's buying it from him. And then he's going to be going, I think, to Ohio to a Kenworth plant to pick up his new truck he's going to be leasing. So he's got a lot going on. He's getting like a 100-year anniversary Kenworth. We'll have to hook up with him at some point in a few weeks when he gets it. gets it ready, and have a look at it. Let him show it off. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the sign saying, "Welcome to West Virginia." West Virginia. Wild and wonderful, they say. All right, there you go. All right, folks. Well, as you can see, I'm in Chicago. I'm only about 9 miles from my customer, hopefully. And as you can see, we're bogged down in traffic. And I'll give you a little shot of the Chicago skyscrapers, at least part of it. Kind of cloudy up there. So remember, I've got this load of stainless steel that I picked up in Charlotte, North Carolina yesterday. And I made it, yesterday evening I made it just over the West Virginia line into Ohio. Camped out and then hit the road this morning about 5:30. It's about, of course I flipped from Eastern to Central. It's about 1:15 Central Time here in Chicago. I'm afraid this battery's about to go dead, so if it quits abruptly, you'll know why. But that gives you a good shot of some big buildings. I'm going to be taking a ride up here on the Eisenhower Expressway, they call it. Okay, more later. Okay, folks, so I am here in the turn lane waiting for the opportunity to turn into United Scrap Incorporated here in Cicero, Illinois. They got a line of trucks over here and a couple of guys directing traffic. So they've told me to just sit right here for now. I don't think there's room at this point for me to turn in. Boy, this is a heck of a place for a big trucking operation to be. Just giving you a look. So, yeah, they got a bunch of trucks over here to the left lining up to go in. Looks like a big place. So once they pull up a little bit, I'm assuming he'll direct me to turn in. They got about 3 lanes of trucks over here. So we'll see how it works. Alright, I'll try to show you some more in a minute. Well guys, I just dumped out my load. I want to tell you, this place is a madhouse. It's kind of like bumper cars at the county fair. Jeez. I mean, this place was crazy. But I got it dumped. I'm back in line waiting to turn, see how that truck is getting on the scale there. There's only one scale, so all the people coming in and all the people getting out have to go onto that scale. So I've still got my tarp rolled off. You know, they want to they want to see the inside of the trailer. So I've still got to scale out. All right, more later. All right, folks, we're arriving to the entrance of Arconic here in Bettendorf, Iowa. It's about 6:45 a.m. Man, I had a rough time getting out of Chicago yesterday. You know, the place I picked up or delivered to, they're in Cicero, Illinois, which is basically Chicago. When I left there, I was about 2.5 miles from I-55. So that's where I headed to, even though I didn't know at the time where I was supposed to be going. I was just trying to get out of there. They didn't have much room for us to hang around. So I get about a half a mile down the road, and I don't know what happened, but there was cops everywhere, and they had the road completely closed off. So I had to, everybody just had to sit there for like 45 minutes. Just a complete traffic clog. And I finally made it to I-55 and was getting out of town. And got a few miles down the road. And my truck wanted me to stop and do a regen. So I found a place and pulled off to the side of the road. Took about 40 minutes for it to run through the regen process. Oh, mercy. Wasted a lot of time. So, just giving you a look at this. They do have a little bitty holding lot over here to the right. You can see some trucks parked, but I think they're open 24/7 here. I'm picking up a load that goes back to Chicago, the Chicago area, to Chicago Heights, Illinois, to a place called Real Alloy. So I've picked up this load before. I'm probably getting aluminum shred, I call it. Because the dispatcher confirmed that I have this trailer has a tarp that will seal up the trailer, unlike a lot of these steel trailers which have you know, just a rollover mesh type tarp. This one does have a normal rollover vinyl tarp, because I think the deal is not that they want it to stay dry, but they don't want it blowing out. Alright, so as you can see, I'm trying to poke my way up to the entry gate here. Oh. So let me stop in here and check in, and then I'll show you some more. Okay, that only took about 2 minutes. He asked for a pickup number, which my order did not have. He said, no problem, they'll give you one when you check in down here at the scale. Now, I picked up here before, back there to the left, coils and things, as a Maverick flatbed driver. And I had delivered some aluminum ingots here before as a Maverick driver. This looks like an old facility. In fact, you might can see up on the side of the building here to the left, It says Aluminum Company of America. It looks like it's been here a long time. So basically, I have to drive all the way down this path here, and then there'll be a scale and an office down there where I'll have to check in. So I'll pick this up when I get down to the scale. All right, guys. Finally getting a chance to get on the scale here, and you can see the little office here to the right. So we'll have to park on the scale and then walk up to the office and check in, and then the place will be getting loaded is right down there, kind of where that truck is backing up to. I'll have to turn to the right and then back up against that yellow wall over there. And it says my empty weight is about 35.8. Okay, guys, so I just started getting loaded. There's the scale I came in on. Then you have to turn in there and then back into this spot up against this wall. He just put one dump in there. Let's see if we can get you a shot of what he's putting in. What they do is he picks up these rectangular bins and just turns them over like that and dumps them in. So you can see that's just like little flakes of aluminum. You can see them, they're just floating around. So this load probably won't weigh that much, I wouldn't expect. He'll probably just fill it up as much as he can. I'll try to show it to you once I get loaded. My dispatcher just called me and asked me if I wanted to stay out this weekend. He had a load in South Dakota he was wanting to see if I might want to go get and deliver somewhere in Oklahoma. I said, man, that sounds like a good load. It was like 1,300 miles. But I got a birthday party Saturday for my 90-year-old mother I don't want to miss. So I said, I'll have to pass on that. But for you guys that are always asking about how many miles can you get, there's an example. All right, I'll show you one more dump. It's like aluminum cornflakes. All right, so that's how it works. See you later. Okay, guys, so I'm loaded. I was way down there when I got loaded. Now I've just pulled off to the side here. There's the exit gate. So I've got my bows in, and I've got my tarp partially rolled over, but I've got to climb up to the front and get it to fit over the lip of the trailer. So let's see if I can show you what the load looks like. Okay, guys, so here's what the load looks like. Right there, I got to finish rolling my tarp over, but that's what we got. All right, guys, finally getting out of there. Took a while, longer than usual. From the time I pulled in to now, it's been about 2 hours and 50 minutes. Longer than it usually takes there. They had some confusion. You know, it took the loader over an hour to get started loading on me. I don't know if they had just done a shift change or what, but... And then when I was trying to scale out and leave, she couldn't get the paperwork to print. Oh, a little bit of everything, but that's how it goes. little shot of Bettendorf, Iowa for you. This road here runs right alongside this river over here. It's not the Mississippi River, but it shoots off of the Mississippi River. Not sure what it's called. We'll be crossing the Mississippi River, leaving Iowa and going back into Illinois here in just a few miles. So this goes to Chicago Heights, Illinois, which is basically south side of Chicago, just a little south of I-80 as I remember. Not too hard to get to. I just hope when I get a reload afterwards, it's not going back into Chicago. So it's Thursday, about a little before 10 a.m. It's going to take me about 3 hours to get to Chicago Heights. So let's say, you know, that'll put me being empty there hopefully before 2. I'm going to call the dispatcher here in a minute and see if he's got anything yet. It's a nice 71 degrees. I'll take it. Yeah, that's an interesting load, you know. I was afraid it was going to be very soft when I got in there, you know, to climb around and put my bows back on, but it was pretty firm. You know, the guy, as he loaded it, he kind of turned those rectangular pallets he was using, kind of turned it up on its end and used it as a, you know, to kind of pound the load down. So it was okay, but it was piled up pretty high. You know, I had to get up there and kind of scoot it around with my boots to get it lower than the bows, you know, so it hopefully isn't tearing up my tarp. All right, that's it for now.